Welcome everyone. Tonight's going to be exciting because we're celebrating the life of Joseph.
Even though Joseph almost lived 4,000 years ago, his life can show us how to live today.
Joseph knew God and trusted him. And in Joseph's life, we see the godly character that the Lord wants to develop in all of us.
Tonight, we want you to be a part of this stomp and this celebration. So watch the screens for your cues, hold on to your seats, watch, listen, and learn as Joseph goes from the pit to the palace.
You were such a cute little boy, and your father loved you so much. He had big plans for your life and made a special coat just for you.
Why, that's Philip, our housekeeper.
You can say that again. And when you were 17, your life got turned upside down. See if this brings back memories. Oh, great. You can see that techie coat for miles.
It looks like it could be the seat cover on a chariot.
I can't stand him. It's bad enough he's our father's favorite and will someday be the head of the family. And now all we'll hear about are those crazy dreams of his where he sees all of us bowing down to him.
That will never happen.
But what are we going to tell our father?
I hate him.
Come on, let's kill him. Let's get rid of him for good. But what are we going to tell our father? Was telling me he got an animal? No, don't kill him. Just tell him an animal ate it. Wait. Just...
That's a great idea.
It's okay.
No, don't kill him. Just throw him into one of the pits. That's a great idea. Consider it done. Then we'll see what becomes of his dreams.
Hey guys, look over there. What do you see?
I see a caravan heading our way. What do you see?
I see opportunity knocking. That's a group of Ishmaelites going to Egypt to do some trading. Here, I got a deal for them. If we let Joseph die in the pit, what's in it for us?
Nothing.
Sold to the Ishmaelites to make a lot of money.
He'll be gone forever.
Hey, what's my bid for the swagger man? We'll take him to Egypt land. He's in perfect health, as you can see, strong as an ox with all his teeth. He'll make a great slave, yes indeed. Do I have a 5? How about a 5? Now I got a 5, but I'm looking for a 10, 10, 10, 10. Who'll give 10? This lad is a bargain, he's sharp and he's keen. I've got a 10, now I need a 15. Well, I got a 15, I'm looking for a 20. Break me out the money, boys, I know you got plenty. 20, I need a 20. Thank you, sir. 20 going once, 20 going twice, sold for 20 shekels of silver.
Like that. Weren't you scared? Didn't you feel hurt and alone?
Yeah, it was the pits. But God's always faithful and He helps you. You just have to remember, whenever you're going through a pitiful situation, God's always in control of get out of your pitiful situation.
That's right. Joseph, you became a trusted servant in my house. I could tell that God was with you because he made everything you did successful. I'm no dummy. I put you in charge of my household and fields because of you. God bless all that I owned. Everything was fine until my wife tried to get you to sin. But you were a man of integrity and obeyed God's laws.
Joseph, you did the right thing.
Well, it was God that gave me the courage to stand up to the temptation. Whenever you're faced with a situation that's full of temptation, it's just up to us to choose God's way to get out of the temptation.
And that's just what you did. You didn't think twice. You just knew just what to do. you a lot. Wow. And soon you were in charge of all that went on in the prison. That's when you met two very interesting people.
Oh, that would be Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. When we were in prison together, they had strange dreams, and God gave me the meaning of them.
And 2 years later, Pharaoh started having strange dreams. Remember this?
I could not understand my two dreams, so I command that someone tell me what they mean. These 7 fat cows and 7 lean. Inform me now. Who will explain about the 14 heads of grain with 7 good and 7 burned? The meaning of which I should learn.
I know, man. I do, O king. Through his God interprets dreams. Would not forgot about this man. I feel wrong. His name is Joseph. He'll be here soon to speak with you. His God will help him explain about the cows and grain.
Greetings, Pharaoh, and hear these things. God has told me about your dreams. Know these words from God are true, because He's revealed what He's about to do. The cows and grain, here's what they mean. 7 years of plenty, 7 years of lean. The abundant years will produce great crops, and when famine comes, all that stops. So find the wise and discerning man, put him in charge of Egypt's land. For 7 years store up grain, and you'll have plenty when famine reigns.
Could not. Yes, it's true. Find one better than his Hebrew. For you're strong and a godly man. Now you're in charge of this Pharaoh's land.
Very clever. I could not have done it better.
Joseph, when you were 30 years old, you got a big promotion. You went from the pit to the palace and became second in command of Egypt. How did you remain so humble?
People tried to give me credit for interpreting the dreams, but God knew the famine was coming, and He provided a way for us to get out of it. It's not about me, it's all about Him.
It's
and then the 7 years of famine started. It was terrible, and soon people from other countries came to Egypt to buy the grain you had stored. This brought some very interesting people.
I can't believe it. These are my brothers. I haven't seen them in 20 years. And look, they're bowing down to me just like in my dreams. Let's see what they're up to. Stand, foreigners. Where do you come from?
We are from the land of Canaan, sir. There's been a terrible famine there. We have come here to buy food.
I think you're spies and you've come to see the weakness of Egypt.
No, sir. We've only come to buy food.
We're honest men. We're not spies.
We are 12 brothers, sons of Jacob, great sons of Abraham. Our youngest brother is with their father, and one brother is dead.
Here's how you will prove to me that you are honest men. Leave one brother at the guardhouse and take grain back home to feed your families. Then send your youngest brother back home, back to me, and that will prove to me that you are not spies.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's just what we'll do.
We're in trouble now.
What a mess. Okay, who's going to stay here in Egypt? Any volunteers? No? Then let's decide like real men.
Scissors. Sorry, Simeon, you stay.
I can't believe this. Our father is going to be so upset whenever he hears that Simeon is in jail. You know how attached he is to Benjamin. He'll never let us bring him back.
This is awful. Obviously, we're being punished for what we did to our brother Joseph. He begged us not to harm him, but we didn't listen.
Didn't I tell you not to hurt the boy? Now we have to pay for what we've done. This is what we deserve. It's payback time.
I can't believe my brothers didn't recognize me, but they've changed too. God has changed their hearts.
you able to forgive them and show them compassion?
I spent a lot of time talking with God about that. God forgives me when I sin against him, so he expects me to forgive others when they sin against me.
That's hard to do.
But with God, all things are possible.
Well, Joseph, the famine continued, and once again your family in Canaan ran out of food. Your father Jacob had no choice. He had to let your brothers take Benjamin and go back to Egypt. That's when this man became a key player.
Hello, Mr. Joseph. I know you remember me. I was your go-to guy during Operation Give 'em Grain.
I know that voice anywhere. That's my steward. Stu.
Good evening, Mr. Joseph. I never forget the day that your brother is returned to Egypt. As soon as you saw them, you turned to me and said, "Stu, we're throwing a party. Prepare a feast." Mr. Joseph, when your brother arrived for lunch, you saw your younger brother. I think he must be a musician. I believe his name is Benjamin.
It's pronounced Benjamin, Stu.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Joseph. Anyway, when you saw him, you got teary-eyed and had to leave the room. I could tell that he was your favorite. When it was time for your brothers to go to leave for home, you and me set up a little surprise for them. Do you remember what it was, Mr. Joseph?
I certainly do, Stu. We put the money they paid for the grave back in their sacks. And Benjamin said, we put Brazil with cup.
When they had gone just a short way from town, you had me go and get them. I had those boys open their bags and I accused them of being thieves. Don't you know they were shocked?
Yes!
Don't you know they were confused?
Yes!
Don't you know they were scared?
Yes!
Don't you know I loaded them up on their donkeys and took them back to Mr. Joseph?
Yes!
And here's what happened next.
What were you thinking? You with my silver cup. You will be my slave. Didn't you know you'd be caught?
Please, sir, please don't.
You can go back home to your father.
Please, sir, please don't do this. Benjamin is our father's youngest son. It will kill him if Benjamin doesn't get home. Please let me be your slave instead. Let Benjamin go home with my other brothers. If he doesn't go home, it will break my father's heart.
I can't take it any longer. I've got to tell them who I am. Come closer. Please come closer. I'm your brother Joseph, the one you sold to the Ishmaelite traders.
Joseph, it's really you?
Don't be scared. It's okay. And don't be upset with yourselves for what you've done, because God sent me into Egypt ahead of you so he could keep our family alive during the famine. God put me into Egypt, not you.
Joseph, it's really you?
We never thought we would see you again. It's been more than 20 years. You're alive in charge of Egypt. I can't believe it.
All of this was part of God's plan. He's in charge of everything. He's all-powerful, and he knows all things, including the future. He's an amazing and mighty God.
We have one more chapter of your life to celebrate.
Almighty God, praise
His plans will never be undone. Almighty God, who is like him? There is none. Almighty God, He's amazing. Almighty God, He's amazing. Almighty God.
Your life to celebrate. We know you could never forget this voice.
The happiest day of my life has never been stayed home. Told me to give her a life.
Our family moved to Egypt.
Family moved to Egypt. Be near you.
So
God could provide for us during the last 5 years of the famine.
Of course. That's my father, Jacob.
I mean,
I was amazed.
I was amazed
What
what I learned.
all that happened to you. All that happened to you.
All that had happened to you.
And you were second
And you were second
in command of Egypt.
in command of Egypt.
Through all your trials,
In all your trials,
you trusted God
friends of yours,
because you knew Him.
that you made
I'm so proud
so proud
of the man you have become.
and happy things.
God has done a great work in your life.
God has done a great work in your life.
Thank you, Father. And thanks to all of you for this wonderful celebration. But all the praise and glory should go to God. He helped me through all my circumstances. From Potiphar's house to the pit. From the Ishmaelites to my father's house. From every step of my journey, He was with me. All the praise and glory that happened should go to God. Let's praise Him now and forever.